one of the biggest misunderstandings about the monad is that it represents the final stage of spiritual progress, the ultimate level you reach after enough growth. But that idea hides a trap, because the moment the monad becomes something you are trying to reach, you have already moved away from it. Today, we're going to talk about a subtle addiction that exists even in advanced spiritual circles, the addiction to progress, and how the understanding of the monad completely dissolves it, not by taking you higher, but by revealing that there was never anywhere to go. The monad is often spoken about as the source, the one, the indivisible reality from which all experience emerges. But the mind hears this and immediately turns it into a destination, a goal, a future realization, and suddenly, spirituality becomes a journey towards something that already is. This is where the addiction begins. The seeker believes, I am here, and the monad is over there. So progress becomes the strategy. More practices, more understanding, more purification. Yet the deeper teaching of the monad says something radically different. Nothing can move closer to what already is. This video is about exposing how the drive for spiritual progress subtly reinforces separation, and how the monad ends the chase without ending growth. Let's begin. The ego is brilliant at survival. Even when introduced to the idea of the monad, absolute unity, it quietly reshapes it into a personal achievement. I will realize the monad. I will reach final awakening. I will arrive. But the monad is not an experience added to the self. It is the reality prior to the self. When the mind turns the monad into a finish line, spirituality becomes another form of becoming. And becoming is built on one hidden belief, that you are currently separate from what you seek. Progress only makes sense if distance exists. You can only move towards something that is elsewhere. But from the perspective of the monad, there is no spiritual distance, only the appearance of it. Awareness cannot travel toward itself. The wave does not move closer to the ocean. The wave is the ocean, appearing temporarily as form. When this is missed, spiritual practice becomes a subtle reinforcement of separation. The seeker chasing the source, the fragment chasing the whole, the mind trying to arrive where it has never left. The spiritual world often describes awakening as stages, levels, and expansions. And while these descriptions can be useful, they become dangerous when taken literally, because the mind turns them into an endless ladder. There is always another realization, another layer of illusion to dissolve, another refinement of identity. But the monad doesn't exist at the top of the ladder. It is the ground the ladder stands on. The addiction to progress happens when you mistake movement within experience for movement toward reality itself. Why do so many seekers cling to progress? Because stopping feels like failure. If you stop improving, then who are you? If you stop striving, what remains? The answer is unsettling for the ego. Presence, stillness, ordinary being. From the monad's perspective, stillness is not stagnation. It is recognition. The recognition that nothing needs to be added to wholeness. The drive for endless growth often hides a fear of discovering that nothing was ever missing. Realization doesn't destroy growth. It changes its source. Growth no longer comes from lack. It flows from expression. When the monad is understood, spirituality shifts from pursuit to participation. You don't practice to become whole. You practice as wholeness expressing itself. Life continues. Learning continues. Transformation continues. But the pressure to arrive disappears, because the monad is not at the end of the path. It is what has been walking all along. The addiction to spiritual progress is powerful because it feels noble. But when progress is driven by the belief that you are separate from the monad, it quietly strengthens the illusion that it tries to end. The deepest shift happens when you stop treating the monad as a destination and begin recognizing it as the reality already present in every moment. Growth still unfolds, experience still evolves, but the seeker relaxes, and what remains is simple, direct, and immediate. The one expressing itself as this moment, right now. If this journey spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone ready to experience life beyond thought. Comment below. Have you ever noticed yourself turning the monad into something you needed to reach? I read every comment. If you would like to support my work directly, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/magnumopus333. Or you can explore some original merchandise at my Teespring store online. The link is in the description below. Remember, your consciousness is the key that unlocks reality. Let's keep unlocking it together. Thank you for watching. Until next time.